Yo, what's going on, fam? I'll be working on my Walther PDP duty carry. I'll be switching out from my Holosun 407C to the 507C, mainly because I went to change out my battery one day on the 407 and went out shooting and lost the battery tray and the screw. Apparently, I didn't tighten it up good enough, so I've been waiting on Holosun to reach out to me and send me a replacement. This was just another excuse to go with the 507. The only difference is that the 507 has more reticle options. The 407 just only had the halo dot, but the 507 has the halo dot, the solid dot, and the halo dot with the solid dot in the middle. So you get three different options. It's just really personal preference. I actually prefer the solid dot more than anything. So before I get started, I'm gonna check to make sure everything's clear. I'm gonna take the gun apart and just work with the slide, put the frame to the side. And of course, the new red dot comes with everything, new screws. So this size screw is actually a 10T. I'm sorry, a T10, and it should be hand tightened. Just gonna take those two screws out and it pops out. Notice a little bit of water on the bottom, no big deal. Wipe it off, keep it moving. Now this is gonna be a pretty simple install because it already has the base plate on. So the two notches you see on the front are just set into place. I'll be using the new screws along with it instead of the old screws, and I didn't have to use the thread lock because the screws already came with thread lock. Now I was watching another video where a guy installed the same exact red dot on his Walther, and he mentioned the fact that he had to push it to the rear while tightening up the screws. Um, that's really not necessary because as you put it onto those notches, and it's going to pretty much set in place. So you hand tighten them from left to right, right to left. You don't tighten one side all the way before you tighten the other side, and it's just hand tighten. I'm not really sure on the specifications of how tight it's supposed to be, but I think it's around 10 inches, not 10 foot pounds, and there you have it. Clean install, didn't take but maybe 5 minutes or so. The only thing I have to do now is go out and sight it back in. It should be sighted in from the factory to where to get you on paper at 25 yards, but you want to double check and get it sighted in for your eyesight. I'm going to keep the old 407C, put the screws in with some tape, and I'm going to save it for another setup. I may put it on a Glock. Here you have it.